Guys, so today we're gonna share with you a little bit about home inspection. So Josh, as you know, over the past 12 months, our team helped over 600 families move into a new home.
That's awesome.
But one of the most common questions that people ask is, hey, when we do a home inspection, well, there's two common questions. Number one, what is home inspection, and how do we select? There's so many home inspection. Number one, how do we choose home inspection? And number two, at the home inspection itself, what is the top 5 things that we are looking for at a home inspection? So it's a 2 question. Let's do one by one. Question number 1, Josh. Who are you? Do a quick introduction, and then let's talk about how do we choose? Because it's not a normal person job to interview home inspection, right? What to look for when we hire home inspections?
Absolutely. Okay, so my name is Josh, and I work with the Elite Group Property Inspections. And the number one thing you guys need to look out for when you're looking for a home inspector is you need to know that there's no such thing as a licensed home inspector. What that means is I could hire you right now today, Rudy, and you could do home inspections.
You're saying anybody in California could be a home inspector?
Absolutely. What you do want to look for, however, is certified home inspectors. Now, certified home inspectors, they go online, they do a lot of in-person training as well, and they do maintain that license as well. Second piece of advice is...
When you say certified home inspection, like who certified this? Like I can do a certification right now.
Right, so the 2 major ones that you want to choose from are the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors.
International Association.
Internachi,
okay.
Yes, and then CREA is another great one here in Southern California. But those are the 2 major ones that we would recommend any buyer look into.
Okay, so when I interview home inspection company, I need to make sure that they are at least be associated, certified by CREA. What is CREA short for?
California Real Estate Inspection Association.
And
Internachi, the International Association of Certified Home Inspectors.
At least those 2.
Yes.
But for us, for our team, we worked together for 10 years. So I know, and you know, maybe he doesn't want to tell you this, but I'll tell you this. How do we know that we are working with a great organization, right? Obviously, every company is going to claim the best, whatever, but I know for sure how they handle issue, right? You guys, over the past 10 years, always be responsible.
Yes.
Because most people, as you know, everybody abdicate. Everybody just want to wash their hands clean. Everybody just, I don't know, they're always easy to point fingers, but you guys actually step up. So anyway, that's a little bit my personal opinion, but you said number 1, make sure they are certified by these 2 organizations. And then what else?
Number 2, you want to make sure they're insured. Only 50% of home inspectors in California carry E&O insurance. And that's very important to look for. Make sure that they have at least $1 million E&O insurance.
And why is that important?
Well, if they overlook something in the property, also when they're on the property, if they fall off a ladder and they get hurt and they don't have that insurance, they can now sue the homeowner. It's just best that the inspector has their own insurance.
So the home inspector climb up, because they check the roof, they check the foundation. What if your home inspector is obese and then they get stuck underneath the house? Right? Now who's gonna get this guy out? So that's the insurance is for that. What if the guy come up on the roof and then they fall?
Yep,
right?
And that's where the insurance would play a part. So another second piece, remember, only 50% do carry insurance. Verify it, look at it.
15% you said?
50.
Oh, wow, okay. So you have like, it's like gambling, right?
Correct, correct.
And then what else?
So another thing you want to look at is the average home inspection company in Southern California does 300 home inspections in 1 year. Our company, we've done 20,000 inspections just last year in 2016. So if I was to go to a LASIK doctor and they said, well, I've done 300, and then I go to the guy and he's like, I've done 20,000. And I said, well, I'm going to choose the guy who's done 20,000 because I want to walk out of here being able to see. So you look at quantity, and as you know, doing high volume yourself, you learn from those mistakes and you know how to overcome those challenges, and we're constantly learning things that we might have overlooked in past inspections and integrating those into new inspections.
That's a good point. That's a good point. What Josh is saying is it's not like we are smart, our team, when we sold 600 homes over the past 12 months, because we've been exposed to so many, we are just becoming more aware.
Absolutely.
Right? That's basically what you're saying. Because you did 20,000 inspections, you're just more aware than this average guy who did 300 inspections, which is common sense, right? If you're looking at 20,000 roofs, even if you're an idiot, you kind of figure out, okay? Right? Okay, that's good. That's a huge number though. So you're saying the average home inspection inspect 300 and you did 20,000.
20,000.
That's huge.
And like you hit on before, we actually have a corporate structure Well, a lot of home inspectors, they're a one-man operation. They're a sole 1099 contractor. We actually have a company structure where we have our inspectors, we have an inspector supervisor, we have a director of sales, and we have a director of operations.
How does it benefit me as the home buyer?
As the home buyer, let's say you do have a problem that you think our home inspector overlooked. Rather than calling Joe, who is the one-man home inspector, to come out and say, hey, you missed this, you can actually, if you have an issue, we send out our inspector supervisor, who kind of comes out and looks, you know, from the eyes of the inspector and from the eyes of the buyer, and kind of makes an educated choice on, hey, maybe the buyer's 100% right, or maybe our inspector did overlook it, or hey, our inspector wasn't able to see this because this was inside the walls. But at least you have that buffer system as well.
And you are right. And the solo inspector, if they're not inspecting the house, they're bringing donuts to real estate offices, right? So you don't want your inspection carrying donuts, going to offices begging for business, and then in the afternoon checking your roof, checking your foundation. It's like a real estate agents, the solo agents spending 70-80% of their time prospecting, door knocking, chase. In our team, we focus on one thing. So there's a lot of similarity, right? We work in a team concept. So that's huge. What else?
That's pretty much another benefit of that corporate structure is because we do such a high volume. When you have high volume, you have excess capital. So if we do make a mistake, we have the money to pay for it. I mean, if you're only doing 300 inspections, you don't have a lot of money.
You barely have money for lunch.
Exactly. So we do have that excess capital. And what we do with that is we reinvest into our post-inspection warranties. We have the sewer guard, we have mold safe, we have a 5-year leak protection.
What is it? Talk like a normal person. I'm a first-time home buyer.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
So we add a sewer guard policy onto your home, and it covers the main water lines and sewer lines outside of the foundation of the home, up to $4,000 worth of coverage for free. We can't inspect those areas because they're underground.
Which means if there is something wrong on the pipe that's on the street, there's coverage.
There's coverage.
That's huge,
That's
right?
for free with every inspection.
That's huge.
And you can add a sewer scope for $199, but typically our inspectors will notice those slow draining issues and say, hey, you guys might want to have a sewer camera out here to find out what's going on.
That's good. What Josh is saying is this: because these guys inspect 20,000 homes, you have more money. And what does it mean for the clients? You have more money. Now you have more resources. More resources to do what?
Add more value back into our home inspection. So another one of those programs is mold safe. If we're looking for stains in the property. If we overlook something, and while our inspectors are there and you guys move in and you find some stains, we do have money set aside to help take care of that if you guys were to find that when you moved in. Also with the roof, if our inspectors are inspecting the roof, they don't notice any evidence of past leaking or current leaking, we guarantee that roof will not leak in 5 years. If it does, you can access up to $3,500 of the coverage to repair those.
So the Joe Smo solo home inspection guy won't be able to do it.
Right.
They barely have money to pay for their gas on the way to your home inspection.
Correct.
Never mind any warranty at all, right?
Yes.
So that's huge, right? Hey, this is cool because I really never talk about it with Josh. The same way in our team. In our team, what we are saying is that because we sell 600 homes, because we sell at least 20 times more homes than the average agent, we have more money. More money for what? More money to spend for our clients, so therefore their home can sell for more money. Right? So at the end of the day, that's why I try to draw from you, like, how does it benefit the clients? Because the client's looking at you like, 20,000 inspection, good for you, but how do I get? Right?
Absolutely.
Now this is how it translates to the benefits for the consumers, because now it benefits them, because now you have this 5 years roof warranty. Like, who does that? I don't think that even the home warranty. I don't think even the home warranty does that.
Right, that's correct. And the important thing is we're not a home warranty.
Yeah, you're not.
We're just a home inspection company who cares about their clients. And we want them in a solid home.
Because you have more resources. That's why you can do all these benefits.
Absolutely.
Right? Because this is good, right? Yes. And let's go back to my second question, because we want to keep this video short. People have a very short attention span. Yeah, people get bored easily. Okay, bottom line. Right now, I hire you. I interview 10 home inspection company. You are the one, right? You are the one. That's it. Elite Group. Work with you. Now I'm at a home inspection company. I'm confused, right? Well, tell me, what is the 5 major things that I need to know when I'm a first-time home buyer? What is the 5 things I need to know when buying a house?
Okay, so actually, and it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, with that certification. All of our inspectors are trained to check over 1,800 items inside the property.
1,800 items in your house.
So we have a computer system, and they go through those different systems. And each of those 5 major systems, there might be actually more than 5, we're looking at the roof, the plumbing, the heating, the electrical, the foundation, and the structure. And we're checking off those little check marks in each one of those sections. So we're making our inspectors look at those areas, making sure our clients get one of the most thorough inspections that money can buy.
And the cool thing about you guys actually prepare the report right there on the spot. It's like going to a doctor and then you get the medical result right on the spot. So let's recap. When you do the home inspection, you run through 1,800 items.
Yes, that's correct.
You're gonna give me a report.
Yes.
On the spot.
Yes.
And you're gonna explain to me how many inspectors you have in the team now?
We have over 60 inspectors.
60.
Yes.
Okay. So one of those guys, I just met with who's doing the inspection in Temple City 2 weeks ago, Steve or something.
Steve Coulter?
Yeah, we just met with him. So he was there, give me the report right away, and there's 1,800 items. And what is the 5, or you say 6? What is? Let's do it one more time. The roof, the foundation.
The plumbing, the heating, the electrical, the roof, and the foundation. I said roof twice. And the structure.
And the structure.
So it's actually 6 things, major systems that we're looking at.
There's 6 things we look at.
And one important thing to note is we're kind of like a general doctor for the house. We're evaluating a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So if something needs further expertise when I'm at a doctor and there's something wrong with my heart, they might refer me to a cardiologist.
Yeah.
The same in the home. If we're noticing a lot of issues with electrical, we may need to refer out to a specialist. So that would be something also to look out for and understand about a home inspector. There are limitations to what they can find.
How long it typically to do a home inspection? In a typical, let's say, a 2,000 square feet home, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. How long?
We say typically around 2 hours to give or plus or minus 30 minutes, depending on the age and the condition of the home.
Right.
And there's other factors that do play.
And that's huge because as you know, the market now is really hot. There's multiple offers, right? So the traditional real estate agents who sell 3 to 5 homes, I know he cannot talk bad about other real estate agents because it's his customers, but when they structure the offer, when they submit the offer, they're going to submit an offer with a 14 days home inspection. They make it seem, so the customer, the first time home buyers, natural, they think you guys doing a home inspection for 14 days. They think you are up on the roof. There is 24 hours in a day times 14 days. They think you are up there like for thousands of hours, right? So the home inspection, it's only less than a couple of hours. These 14 days, this is just waiting, scheduling. You know, these are the solo agent who have no relationship with the home inspection company. They're being put in line. So the way our team structure the offers, we can make the offer more competitive. Therefore, your offer are more likely to get accepted. Instead of doing the traditional 14 days, we remove all contingency in 1 day, for example. But the only way we can do that is because of relationship. And when I say relationship, I'm not talking about me having lunch with Josh here, right? Relationship, we talk about volume, right? Because you guys, what's the average fees for a home inspection on a, let's say 2,000, what's the average home that you guys do? Like 2,000 square feet home?
Yeah, it's right around $350.
Basically, these guys are not, you know, the way you do, you actually do volume, right? So when we talk about relationship, we talk about, hey, those are the kind of stuff that people like this are willing to do for our clients. All right, so I hope it helps. If you have any question about home inspection and how to get your offer more likely to get accepted, beat out our competition, comment below. Josh, you have Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
And he's gonna answer either he's gonna answer or I'm gonna answer.
Yes,
below.
Josh, Niehaus. Look me up.
I'm just gonna tag
Talk to
you.
you soon.